time is priceless. Money is the cheapest shit on the planet. Okay. Everyone has it. Everyone wants it. You can lose it. You can gain it. It can go. It can come. It can be passed around like people pass their girlfriends around in Virginia Beach. I don't know. Time is linear and not infinite. And I was thinking about time, thinking about, I think about my children all day, every day, my minis who are taller than me now. So I've heard they weren't last time I saw them. They are now. Deacon's like a foot taller than me almost now. So I've heard. And that's weird. So time. 3 years. 3 years is a long time. Time is something that we can never get back. The value of time is infinite, even though time for each of us will ultimately come to an end. That we aren't vampires. So we all gotta kick it one day. One day God will call us all back. I always say that too. Appreciate the people God gave you now, because one day He's going to need them back. Right? Yes. And then the world will keep turning, and that's just life. So while I was thinking about all of this, kind of just hanging out with the dogs, whatever, doing some other things, I decided to make a little list. I made a list of things that have happened or were not since the last time I was able to have a real conversation with my children, to be able to see them, be in the same room with them, hug them, like that. Hug my child. Okay. I made a little list, and in true Jamie fashion, we're going to try to keep it as light as possible, because I can't trauma dump on everyone. That's not fair to you, and I won't do it. We all are handed our own battles. We are all in our own wars. And I am perfectly capable and standing in mine. I just need attention kind of right now, because what I need is the suingest of lawyers. So there's money to be made. And sometimes it only takes one domino to fall. We have work to do. So I made a little list. The last time I hugged my babies, last time I saw my babies, which obviously I hugged them every time I saw them, so same thing. The last time I got to hug my babies, Queen Elizabeth, Matthew Perry, and Bob Saget were all still alive. Bob Saget. The last time I got to hug my babies, Elon Musk did not own X yet, and it was still called Twitter. Imagine. Remember when X was Twitter? Imagine if you hadn't been able to hug your child, your own child, your flesh and blood that you raised every day of their life since before Elon bought Twitter, so he could tell everyone about themselves. Elon said, okay, do you think? Yeah, I'll say what I want. And he did, money talks, literally. I mean, it's that situation. The last time I hugged my babies, Brittany Griner had no idea what it was like to be a Russian prison inmate. She learned a few things. Can't take drugs on planes. Pretty much anywhere. Thought we all knew that. Diddy didn't either. Oh, shit. The last time I hugged my babies, Diddy hadn't even been given a key to the city yet. He still had a key to the city. It was like a year before he was given it. And now look, he's about to rot under the prison, which is also a really good lesson to learn from all of this for all of you watching. A lot of the things that people ultimately end up paying for are things that happened not yesterday. And feeling victimized And there are certain times when you're going to have to be quiet for your own safety, and especially in certain situations. I hope everyone, if you're going through that, and the parental alienation video that I want to do is going to talk about this a lot too. Please know that today is not the last day. Please know that what's done in the darkness eventually can come to light, as long as you stand strong and pull through it. Please know that right now is not the last. This isn't the end. And it doesn't matter who tells you. You decide. You decide. You decide when it's over. It's over when you decide to stop fighting, but that's a decision you can make, you know? And sometimes it's so hard, and when you have to be quiet about a lot of things, and you feel so silenced, and it feels helpless and hopeless. And you just have to stand, you just have to be strong. And today is not the last day. Things change. This whole video is about how everything in life is constantly changing, including all of us. That's just life. Things don't stay the same forever. That's kind of the beauty of human nostalgia, We can go back to those warm, the memories that we choose to highlight in our past on our little highlight reel in our mind and make us feel good, because it's not actually happening, because what's happening right now is different, because, that's just how time works. Back to the list. Okay. The last time I got to hug my babies, the palm of Will Smith's hand had yet to ever make contact with Kid Rock's face. Hey, he's rapping again. That's good. The world seems to be getting back to order if he's rapping. We got the robots and the alien situation happening all over, everywhere now, apparently. We're going to need that guy. And put Jada's crazy up on the shelf for a little bit. We need you, and keep rapping. Oh my goodness, takes me back like Fresh Prince. This is still real. Okay, whatever. ADD. Jamie, continuing. Last time I got to hug my babies, Kim Kardashian hadn't ruined Marilyn Monroe's dress yet. The last time I got to hug my babies, the writers in Hollywood had yet to say, go fuck yourself. You need to pay us more. Which, if you think about it, is pretty much like, we're doing all this for you. We're the backbone of whatever. That's kind of every strike is about that. This company, you're benefiting the fruits of our labors, and da-da-da-da. That's a strike. But it was before that, long before that, was the last time I got to hug my own child. This is crazy. A child that is too afraid to even ask if she can see me, to the people that she's from. Okay, bring it back. Last time I got to hug my babies was way before pregnant Rihanna ever did the Super Bowl with her fetus, which is amazing. That's got to be the best Super Bowl performance. That's like one and a half other, well, it's two people, but can you imagine? I remember being pregnant. And dancing around a football field wasn't something that, although, I did work. I was a bartender through pretty late in my first pregnancy, actually. So I was on my feet all day, but she was dancing and singing. I made more tips because I was pregnant too, because people felt bad for me. But I really didn't mind. Like, I didn't mind working when I was pregnant at all. Well, I've never minded working. The last time I got to hug my babies, Gwyneth Paltrow had yet to be sued for going skiing. Oh my God, I wrote this. The last time I got to hug my babies, Kylie Jenner was still into black dudes. I was feeling sassy this morning. I kind of feel bad for her. Y'all gotta leave Kylie alone. And JoJo Siwa. I know that sounds crazy that someone who has experienced homelessness would actually feel bad for Kylie Jenner, but I feel like she gets a lot of shit. It doesn't seem like she had a choice because she was little on that show in the beginning when that main sister with the bottom, had the sex tape and they had that, like they were little kids. I don't know. I feel like she probably has a lot of unnecessary trauma too. And I bet people forget that. People probably don't see that because, they're super rich and they think money buys happiness. But here's the thing, money does not buy fucking happiness. If it did, millionaires and billionaires would never unalive themselves ever. Now, money can provide more opportunities for happiness. Absolutely. But if you don't already have it, if there's already something eating at you inside, that's inside you. You can't tape dollar bills to the outside of you and make it go away. It takes internal work. Money can provide more of a superficial aesthetic happiness, but if you don't carry it within you, within yourself, it's never going to be where you are anyways. You won't experience it. You won't see it. It's really sad. You gotta leave them alone for who they're dating. And that other little girl too, JoJo Siwa. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but it's so much fancier that way. Sexuality is fluid. Let people date who they want to date, and preferences are fluid. A lot of people aren't into the same type of dudes when they're older that they were when they're younger because, like this whole video is about, we are always changing and evolving and just becoming different people, not better people, not worse. Well, I mean, usually we do either become somewhere. It becomes what you make of it, really. Last time I got to hug my babies, we all knew Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn rather than Barbie because Barbie was still just a doll in a cartoon. Last time I got to hug my babies, Travis Kelce had yet to give Taylor Swift a gay-ass friendship bracelet yet. Although, to his credit, it worked. Like, good for you, bro. Nice pull with a friendship bracelet. Touche, sir. Last time I got to hug my babies, Gypsy Rose was still in prison. And the last time I got to hug my babies, Ruby Frankie still had 2.5 million followers on YouTube. There's a lot of people in jail now, though. Seemed like they were doing pretty well for a minute, right? My point is, and if you're not into like that kind of stuff, you can think about it. Last time I got to hug my babies, Roe versus Wade had yet to be overturned. Last time I got to hug my babies, that one patient had not had a Neuralink implant yet. That was still, they probably didn't even know who that dude was yet, who he was going to be. Oh my God, I wonder how he's doing. We should check on him. Someone should check on that guy. Anyways, my point is that it's easy for us as human beings to sit where we are, as we always should, and notice the present and the way of being present. But in that aspect, we also have to be very careful not to distance ourselves too much from how much time can, has, and does change things. It's been 3 years. And I have children that are afraid to even ask to see me. And they're not me. If they're not afraid of me, they're not afraid to ask me. They know exactly where I stand. It is a travesty. It is monumental. Children are being sold. You can't sit here with any kind of one brain cell in your head and tell me that mothers aren't important. You cannot tell me that a 10-year-old little girl doesn't need her mama, and she'll be 14 this summer. They've been lied to, brainwashed, and everyone just sit back and let it happen. The other adults involved with those adults at this point, I'm starting to not have as many excuses for them in my head either. So that's becoming more frustrating too. It's very worrisome as a mother. Very worrisome. There's a lot more things that are a lot more worrisome. And there's so much to say. So much to say. I'm not going anywhere. If it was commonly publicly known, the things that I have survived in the last 3 years, you would understand that I'm not going anywhere. Still here. Still alive. Thank you guys so much. I'm really trying to, all of this is still happening. You're seeing all of this happen in real time. It's not as if, a lot of the instances that I speak of, yes, have happened over the course of the last however many years. But the separation is happening right now. It's too late for my son to be saved at this point from where he's at. In that manner. Because he will be 18. And the dynamics are a little bit different. But my son knows, my firstborn, my man, my baby, knows that when he is ready, I am right here. I have money for him for a car that I started a fund for on his 15th. But that's going to have to be something that him and I work on our own. We're in this. We're in it. We're in this journey. It is what it is. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not giving up because I'm the parent. And as a parent, you don't do that. You don't step away because I made them. They didn't pick me. I don't care how old they are. They're my babies. So, but with Deacon, it is going to have to be something that him and I work on together. It was very difficult with the separation that is very much antagonized by the environment that he's currently. Lots of videos to come. 13-year-old little girl needs her mama. She definitely shouldn't be afraid to ask if she could see her mother. That's crazy. And if any of you viewers are watching this and can't see exactly why that's crazy and how this whole thing played out, I'm looking at you, Jana Naderman. I'm looking at you, Leilani Adams. I'm looking at you, Teresa Berry. I'm looking at you, Jonathan Brown. I'm looking at you, Tuesday. Definitely not a Dr. Smith. All of you. The Ring. And I'm looking at the people around my children now. And doing the best I can to try to understand that people are human and that mistakes are made. But what's happening now isn't human. It's very inhumane at the most remedial level. It's inhumane. I am so grateful for all of you. I'm sure this video is, I don't even know where the time thing is. I'm sure this video is much longer than anticipated. Anyway, it wasn't supposed to be this long. And I go off on tangents. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We're all a work in progress. I mean, thank you guys so much. If anyone wants to donate to the Citizen X Girls Kidnapping Fund, I still don't exactly have a legal name. I'm still not going anywhere. I'm going to figure it out. That's what you do. Just remember, right now this isn't it. Okay? This is not the last day. This is a moment in time for all of us. It's a moment in time where tomorrow is going to look different. And it's kind of what we do today that is going to shape what, is the decisions that we make today are what builds tomorrow, right? But it's not going to be the same. Nothing ever stays the same. Nothing is permanent. Even stars in the sky aren't permanent. They friggin' burn out eventually. That's true. True story. Thank you so much. Follow me on Facebook, Jamie C. Spence. On Insta and YouTube, it is always the one smiling. The number, it's the number one. And you guys are amazing. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for this resource of being able to speak during all this. I'm just really grateful. And I plan on spending the rest of my life explaining to all of you exactly how important you are and the role, the vital role that you have all played in saving lives over here too. And the lives that we're going to get to save going forward. It'll be great. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and go buy some merch. I'll figure those links out as well. Thank you. Follow, subscribe. You're awesome. We will stay grateful for every one of our blessings, for bringing us peace, and all of our challenges, for bringing us strength, as we are only here for a short while, and it is up to us to do with that time that we are gifted to fulfill our own purpose, whatever that purpose may be. And y'all are beautiful. Go enjoy the weekend.